Hi, I'm John Scholl, and I'm going to talk about my book, Moving Up, which is, again, free for downloads for you. And I want to talk about find the chapter again, chapter, which is personal and professional development. Again, I highlight all the key concepts in the book. The best jobs are very, very competitive. And if you're going to get one of the best jobs out there, then you have to be indispensable, because the best jobs go to those who are indispensable. And ultimately, your success is going to be dependent on how effective you are. And again, if you want to move up, you need to volunteer for more opportunities for different jobs. This is a chance for you to excel, to be different than everybody else. Most people are standing on the sidelines. I think that many people believe that an organization is a little bit like this, an iceberg, and there's very little room at the top, and there's a lot of room at the bottom. I think it's just the opposite. There's a lot of room at the top, and there's very little room at the bottom, because that's where everybody's competing. And they're really not even competing because they just show up. So again, for you to become indispensable, to be extraordinary, you will always move up. You will always end up making more money. Now, in this process, one of the key things you got to do is never stop learning. So what are you going to do to build yourself? What kind of courses are you going to take to improve your skills? Since I was 22 years old, I have spent at least $1,000 a year developing myself. What's between these 2 ears is the most important asset I have. And women spend a lot of money on makeup and their hair, which is good. But what are we doing to build our mind? You know, men, we just shave and we're kind of done with it. And a lot of men nowadays don't even shave. And I also think, by the way, personal appearance is very important in terms of success. How you look, how you dress. In the United States, I look at a lot of young people today, and I think they look like slobs. They dress like slobs. They look like slobs. They're not going to move up. They're not going to be the ones that are really accelerating and moving into high-level jobs. So spend, ideally, $100 a month, $50 a month, $20 a month, building yourself from within. If you went to your local bookstore, and you can get books online today, massage your mind. And so in the book, you know, I talk about there's several things we got to do. One is exercise, how we physically look. In the United States, you know, 2/3 of the people are heavy, overweight, obese. In other parts of the world, people are thinner, some are heavier, but exercise is very important. Then we go into substance abuse. You know, people are using drugs and alcohol. I get high on life. I don't need to use alcohol, and I don't need to use drugs. I don't think it adds anything to your success. So stay away from heavy use of alcohol. Stay away from all drugs. I don't think it has any value for helping you become more successful. And how we dress and how we look is part of the image that we're going to do. When I was young, and I had a person named Ruby Erickson that said, you want to look like a $10,000 speaker or a $1,000 speaker? And I said, I want to look like a $10,000 speaker. Then she said, you got to change all the wardrobe that you have. You look gaudy and terrible. And I changed all the clothes, got rid of all of them, and changed my physical appearance. So if we're going to be more successful, we have to build ourselves. We have to reach out. Remember, the only limitations you have are self-imposed. You have to develop yourself. You have to push yourself. You have to have very clearly defined goals. And you have to believe in yourself. And if you do that, you will be more successful. You will move up. You will end up making more money. So this is a chance with the coronavirus, where everybody else is kind of negative and the world is coming to an end, for you to step out, to be different, to be unique, and to become more successful. Thank you.